There are three pretty common mistakes authors or podcasters make when outlining their digital product, their signature course, or their membership. And in today's video, I'm going to show you what they are and how you can avoid them. Hi, my name is Andrea Randall. I'm the founder of Legacy Creative and a brand strategist. I have spent much of my career working with accomplished authors, speakers, podcasters, and in that time, I've helped well over 100 of them outline their signature course, their membership, or their curriculum for what it is they want to teach. If you're new here, welcome to this channel. If you like creating and making money at the same time, this channel is for you. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so YouTube notifies you the next time we post a video. So the first mistake I see almost everybody make when they're trying to design their signature program is they try to do too much too soon with their students or their clients. This is the most common mistake. Subject matter experts all the time want to give as much value as they can to their clients. And I get it. They really want their transformation to happen right away. They're excited and they want to show all the stuff they know right off the top. Well, here's the problem. Most of the time, what that means, all you've done is overwhelm your clients. And instead of them being excited and feeling like they're going to win in your program, they feel like they've failed and like they're going to fail. And very often that just creates an experience where they want to tap out. So what you can do instead is start with something that's small. Make sure that they have a win with the first experience with your program or in your membership or in your whatever it is that you're selling them. Give them a dopamine hit, something that they're like, wow, I'm gonna get this and I'm going to do well at it. Make sure that it's juicy and it's packed with an aha moment that almost everyone gets, and make sure that everybody's saying, boom, wow, yeah, that's amazing. When you start slow with your learners or your clients and you get wins with them in the first few interactions with you and your program, they're going to build a positive emotional connection with you and want to keep coming back to your sessions. It goes so far with getting and keeping engagements. Think about the kickoff or your onboarding or your first meeting that you have with your clients or your students. How could you make that first initial touch point fun, exciting, and confirm to them that the money they just invested with you was worth it? This is true if you have a group coaching program or a digital-only product or a one-to-one mentorship arrangement or even a membership. It does not matter how you're serving your clients. Make sure that you're doing this one step. A great example of this is Marie Forleo's signature program, B-School. When you get started in B-School, first there's a kickoff about, hey, here's the program, here's how to get your mindset right, here's how to use our program. And then Module 1 is all about how you're going to make money. If people buy B-School, they want to make money, so she starts there. If you can give people a little taste of what they paid you for right away so that they have to succeed, they'll keep coming back. The second common mistake course creators make all the time, and their supporting teams do it also, is they forget to design the product for their ideal client and forget to design that the ideal client's life and the product have to match together. Your ideal clients already have a life and you need your product to fit into their lifestyle. The client experience and delivery design should match what the client wants, what they believe they paid for, and it should fit seamlessly into their life so it feels like it was made for them. So often, I see course creators design something that shows off how smart they are or how much they know without really thinking about designing an elegant solution that their clients are looking for. Remember, your clients already have a full schedule, a full working memory, and a life full of commitments. So if you don't match your delivery format to the audience's ability to learn, you might lose them altogether. You have to create something that they're going to want to show up for. So let's say you have a coaching program for busy moms and those moms are short on time. You're excited to show them how to be more effective and efficient with their time and optimize their activities while still being an epic parent. And your goal for their dream transformation is that they'll find 3 to 5 hours a week to pursue passions they love, do some self-care, and maybe start a business. Sounds divine, right? So you're the teacher, you dive in, you know what to teach, and you start excitedly by creating 1 hour-long tutorials with another 2 hours a week of homework and reflection time. Remember, we said these moms are short on time. Where are they going to have an hour plus more time than that to do your homework? You'd be far better off to start slow. Give them a bunch of aha moments in the first few weeks with only 10-minute-a-day audios or tutorials with a simple reflection at the end of the day and something that doesn't tax their already scarce time. Then, after they've warmed up to you and they have the idea, they may find an extra hour or two a day in week like 4, 5, and 6 because they've used some of your lessons to start optimizing their time. When you design for your ideal clients, you'll have happier clients that want to come back to you all the time, and you're more likely to get the transformation that you'd like. Now here's the thing. Let's say you have these little 10-minute lessons, but you know that you need more resources and deeper dive materials. No problem. All you need to do is just make sure that they have access to those materials somewhere else, but don't make them mandatory, make them nice to have. Create a sense of curiosity where you're like, hey, if you want these extra resources or you want to dig a little deeper on this topic or this really works for you, here's extra resources I've created, consume at your leisure. Since this is my favorite topic, here's another example. Let's say you have a program on how to start an online business and your ideal clients are retired people whose computer skills are pretty minimal. They have extra time on their hands and they're keen to make an extra couple $1,000s a month instead of just hanging out at the local donut hole and playing games. So you create 10-minute tutorial speedy videos about how to set up accounts, how to be an Amazon seller, how to start a blog, things like that, how to be an affiliate marketer. But you don't bother to put any screen shares or tutorials about how to set up the accounts and where you might need username and passwords and step-by-step things like that. And you forget to show them what the dashboards might look like. Well, remember I said at the beginning these people aren't tech savvy and they don't have any technical know-how? So if you're not showing them the technical know-how and you're creating these short little chunky videos for them, are they likely to use them? This audience would be far better served by giving them a 1-hour tutorial that slows everything down, doesn't have distracting graphics, and shows them where they can go through and set up their account step by step. They're likely to watch the video, pause it, take the action, watch a bit more of the video, pause it, take the action. You see, these people have way more time on their hands than my first example of the busy moms, and they're thinking in a different format. So if you can keep your ideal client in mind all the time, you can begin to see how you can match your program to what it is they're likely to use. Here are a few delivery formats you might want to think about when you're creating with your client top of mind. Things like the length of time of your videos, the style of editing, and how much you show versus just tell, what TV or music examples you give. Again, try to match them to what your audience will already know and like. And even things like the size of font that you use, because for people that maybe are a bit older, they need bigger font, self included. People that are younger can handle smaller fonts. Overall, you want to be thinking about your ideal client and how you can match your product experience to what they will really, really like. Number 3 mistake, what I see creators do all the time is that they don't understand what should be in a video versus what should be a pre-read versus what should be a template. And basically they muddle the delivery format. When you do this, what happens is it gets very overwhelming to know what to create, when and where, and how to put things in the back office, and how to even create like a membership site or a delivery program for people. It's nearly impossible to figure out what does the program need to be if you're muddling the delivery format. So let me give you an example again. Say you're teaching cash flow management to small business owners and you have a simple cash flow forecast spreadsheet that you use on a regular basis and you want your clients to use it. Here's what you would do. You would create several separate assets that teach how to use that resource and that tool. So first, you're gonna want a video about how to do cash flow forecasting, what it is and why it matters, and all the things about it. Second, you might want an example or a case study of somebody who used it and why it worked and how they used it. You also might want to create a template spreadsheet or a Google Sheet that your clients can copy and paste and fill in themselves. Huge resource, always worth providing for them. And you may also want to create like a Acme company that's a full-on example of another company that's used it, so that your client can look at it and have an example and say, oh hey, here's a cash flow forecast for an example company, and now I know how to use it. You see, these are all different deliverables to your client that need to be delivered in different formats, and very often what happens is creators just muddle it all into one, and therefore we don't actually know what to create. What goes in the video, what goes in the spreadsheet, what goes in the pre-read materials. You really want to get clear about your delivery format and what goes where. When you're getting started or you haven't done this before, I get it. It can be overwhelming to think this all through, like what goes in one lesson and how many assets are needed in one lesson. Well, here's what I suggest you do. Write it all down or put it in some sort of a spreadsheet that says course deliverables. And then you know what you need to create. Oh, we need a slide deck. We need a video. We need a template spreadsheet. We need this case study. Basically what you want to do is log everything by lesson first so that you know what it is that you have to create to give your clients the best experience possible. And then what you do is you take that log of all the different elements you need to create or the different assets that you need to create, and you start creating them one by one and checking off that they're done. If you can log what your vision is in an individual checklist, the team and people who support you and even you yourself know what you need to create, and it gets infinitely easier to create an amazing course, a signature program, a coaching program, or membership. The clearer you are about your vision, the easier it is to create. So to recap, here are the 3 common mistakes people make all the time when creating course content for their signature program or membership. Number 1, they do too much too soon with their clients, overwhelm them, and clients check out. Number 2, they design a learner journey that doesn't match their ideal client's needs, and you lose them before getting results. Number 3, they muddle delivery formats, so it's really not an elegant experience. I'll wrap on this thought. A well-crafted signature program designed for the right client can be worth a fortune for you and your business. But if you want it to sell over 7 figures over and over and over again, it needs to be a quality program that delivers your buyers results every single time. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe to this channel. Be sure to hit the bell so YouTube notifies you next time we go live. And until next time, my name is Andrea. Make it a great day.